So my name is David Grice. I am the community worker at a church called Chelsea Christian Centre in Easton. It's quite a small church, but we live in quite a urban, diverse community. So we've been looking at ways over the last couple of years to reach out more effectively into that community.
Awesome. How did you first hear about the noise, and why as a church did you decide to get involved?
So back in 2017, when I started in my role, the noise just looked like a really great opportunity to start to really engage with our community and to make connection with a lot of community groups in our area. So it just seemed obvious to get involved, really.
Great. And what did that look like for you as a church on the weekend?
Initially, we approached some schools, some primary schools in the area, and a lot of it was just doing a bit of gardening work, a bit of maintenance work for the schools. I think for one particular school we went in and we cleared their forest space school, and we ended up building a chicken run for them, which is really interesting. But by the end of that year, we'd invited them to come along to our Christmas Nativity Trail. And yeah, all their year 3 classes came along, and it's kind of grown from that. In 2018, we took the step to start to run a seniors tea as part of the noise event, which was really easy to do. And we invited a lot of senior citizens from our area to come along for a cream tea. It was a really lovely afternoon. Had a bit of music, you know, and a bit of scones and that sort of thing. And afterwards we just thought, why don't we just keep doing this? It was really easy to do. So we did. We've been running it every 2 months since, and we get various speakers to come in, and we have some various entertainments going on. And at the last event, we had about 50 people coming along, and that all started from nothing really, from that one afternoon tea in the Noise 2018.
So since then, what's the journey been for your church?
It's been a really positive journey for our church. You know, in many ways it's taught us how to be creative and how we reach out to our community. It's been a really good experience in helping us to work with other churches to reach our community. And I think what we've seen is, as we've sort of stepped out, you know, we've seen God has been willing to do stuff. You know, He wants to reach people in our communities, and if we just as we've been getting out there, God has opened doors to do things that we would never really have thought were possible, actually. So it's been amazing.
What would you say to another church who's not been involved in the noise before?
Well, I would say if you haven't done the noise before, then you should. You'll be part of a growing network of churches that are reaching out to their communities, and really just you will impact them and reach them in ways that you wouldn't have thought possible. You know, God is wanting to reach the people where you live, and if we just get out and do it, it'll happen.